Alright guys, welcome back. We got war number 7. We're going to start off on path 1. We got Magneto House of X, Magneto and Wiccan. Magneto is going to take this Masochism Scorpion. Again, the same way I play Magneto all the time, I'm going to back off at the beginning, make sure the magnetism is on. Now we can pretty much just parry heavy the entire fight here. I think I take a little bit of poison damage, and that, of course, initial parry did not work the way I wanted, but that's fine. We'll take a little bit of chip damage, but we can pretty much ignore Masochism. There are the odd times where the Masochism parry, where the parry will still get purified, but we don't have to worry about the healing too much, and it's pretty straightforward. Magneto, super fun against any #metal champion. You can pretty much ignore the majority of the nodes. There we're going to go big special 3. Let the bleeds tick out. And maybe one more hit. There we go. And Scorpion is down. Next up we have another Masochism node. It is a #metal champion, but we decided to just go with the Magneto House of X pre-fight, and we're going to go Wiccan. Should be pretty easy for strike counter, spaced armor, Masochism. His neutralize and his incinerate on his light ender and medium ender combo, like 5-hit combo, are passive, so those can't disappear. The only issue is, which I don't think about, isn't going to come into play until later, is going to be the amount of his special 2 puts a lot of debuffs on. And we are going to throw a big special 2. Just wait out Odin's. Just going to wait out Odin here. Let him go ahead and throw his special. Then we're going to throw ours. And you see we do a lot of shocks on the special 2. And unfortunately that is going to come back to bite us in the butt later on. But, we're going to show the good with the small mistake we do make later. So if you stick around till the end of the video, you'll see my mistake in all its glory. But there we go. Node 20, Odin, taken out pretty easily. Now, Galan, again, for the second war in a row, was not banned. So we have another spaced armor node. This is Scarlet Witch on node 6. We're going to just do regular Galan stuff, medium, light, mediums, build up lots of buffs, get to our harvest. There was like a little bit of a glitch in the matrix there, I will say. But it's okay, it froze a little bit on us, we recovered, not a problem. The harvest almost takes out Scarlet Witch. We're just going to do a few more combos, bait that special 1. And we did face a few defenders that had the damaging masteries on, which just makes it a little bit easier to get the kill. Alright, next up, another Galan fight. We have Omega Sentinel. We faced lots of Omega Sentinels with Galan, very easy. Again, we're going to go medium, light, mediums. I think at some point I probably could have gone for the heavy and the harvest, but so we go here, and then I'm just waiting out this special, see if she's actually going to throw it. But instead I'm like, okay, fine, our harvest is built up, there we go, drop it, instant kill. Next up, we're going to go Galan again. On node 24 we got Havoc on Buffet over time and Vigorous Assault. So we have to be, the beauty of Galan is that his buffs cannot be nullified. If they can't be nullified, it is basically you're immune to Buffet and you're immune to the Vigorous Assault if the character doesn't have any way to get healing otherwise. I do have to be careful and try and bait heavies here. We're going to go ahead and try and get as much of this Havoc down in the first harvest. We do take some detonation damage, but that's okay. And then we're just going to go ahead, quickly get up to another special here. Bait out that heavy, and down it goes Havoc. So pretty easy there. Next up, we're going to go path 3 in section 2. We brought Nebula for this Colossus here on sloped armor and thorns. So we need a bleed immune champion. As long as they have armor up, they're going to be bleed immune. Now, I realize after the next fight, I could have used Galan for, but I did. You'll see, I could have probably mixed up my champions a little bit, but this is super easy, and we had a Nimrod later on. So we are just going to go ahead, build, attack into Colossus, back up and hold block, build to 20 charges. And then we're just going to parry and drop a special 2 and watch Colossus melt. So we're just holding block, take a few blocked hits, not a big deal. Hit into his block, push him back. Just get some spacing and give us another opportunity to build up our charges. Alright, there we go. We drop it at like 15, convert it to 30 shocks, and goodbye Colossus. Next up is Peni on, what is this here, node 42. We've got sloped armor and stacked defense, enhanced shock. We're shock immune. Granted, I don't think Penny's got an armor up here, so it's really not too bad, but Hulkling also super good counter for this node, and super good for Peni in general. So we quickly get the force field down, and we can go ahead, go for backup, get our charges so that we can get the, we're going to bait the special 2, then we're going to try and hit into the block with our special 2 when it's unblockable. So there we're going to go combo in. Now we're unblockable, even through the auto block there, almost done. Can't take any power burn damage, and goodbye Peni. Next up is a Nimrod on node 46. So we're going to do the same thing that we normally do with Nebula. We're going to build up to 20 charges, just like the Colossus fight. This one is going to basically shut down the node. I think against Colossus, we're just a hard counter for the node. This one, as long as we have like 4 or 5 charges up, then we basically shut down the node. So when I dash back, I'm not going to trigger the healing, and Nimrod is not going to get his like the strike counter like block penetration nodes. So here we're just backing up, waiting. We're at our 20 charges. So now we just got to build to a special 2, make sure he doesn't special lock us. We're going to evade that special 2. And we're shock immune in case we do get hit. It won't be a problem, but we get the full evade. So now we can go ahead, parry 20 shocks, convert him to 40 shocks. It's almost going to tick. It's going to melt pretty quickly, and then we're just going to quickly build up to, again, 5+ charges again. And then I think I end up going for the parry and a combo to finish after we evade this special 2. So there we go, another nice Nebula fight. Next up, we got Path 1 in Section 2. Node 30, we got Null. We did this one with Doc Ock before, but obviously I said Wiccan would be my ideal matchup. We have a chance to bring in Wiccan here. So we don't have to, we're going to go ahead, bait the heavy. We're going to go ahead and put the neutralize on with the light ending 5-hit combo. Then we're going to go with the incinerate on the medium ending combo. Plus it pauses the neutralize. And then once he throws his specials, we are armor break immune, so all the armor breaks that he tries to put on are going to get converted to incinerates instead. So there we go. We got a bunch of incinerates on him. And at this point, he is just melting. We're going to get some healing back with our special 1. And yeah, we are just completely manhandling Null here. It's got a whole bunch of incinerates on him. We go with the medium ender into the special 1 for some more passive incinerates. Bait another heavy. There now we're just stuck. He just needs to throw a special. That would be very helpful if he actually did. He got a little bit of healing coming back. But there he finally goes. We're just going to block that special 2, evade the end of it, and then counter. There, that special 1. I'm not too worried about it. We are immune to reverse controls if he does get the corruption on me. And down goes Null. Next up, we've got... what is this? We got Infamous Iron Man on Node 40. Buffet again, but he's a hashtag metal champion. So just like last time, we're going to go with Magneto. We're going to get the Magnetism on. And then we're just going to play pretty normal with Magneto here. And he's just going to completely counter the node altogether. I don't have to worry about his healing. We're just going to try and evade specials without getting clapped. Very comfortable with that special too. I think I just ended up by, he did have the damaging masteries on, so I just needed to let him throw specials and just counter and not have to worry about trying to take extra damage, taking some hits on the block and trying to counter with heavies to build prowess. It really didn't matter. We're going to go ahead. I think I go ahead and drop a big special too, just to get the armor break on him. But really, there's not much there. I do get clipped by that. I did have an invulnerability boost on just in case. I think mainly for the last one, because Null sometimes could be annoying. But yeah, very easy fight here with Magneto. If you have him, he's so good for hashtag Metal Champions. He's also good for this final week of the side quest, that Sentinel boss. Really, really easy with Magneto. And the event quest this month was like 5 out of 6 were like easy Magneto fights. All right, boss circle. We got Node 48. We got Hulkling. We're going to take him with Wiccan, and we're going to melt him down. I know this one, you have to watch out a little bit for the falter. I think at one point I have the falter on me, so I have to be a little bit careful. But for the most part, I can just go ahead, light ending combo, throw in the neutralize, hit into the block, get rid of that flourish charge, and then we're going to go finish with a medium ender in order to get the incinerate and pause the neutralize. Now all his buffs are converting into incinerates instead, and he is just melting away. I just have to keep up the neutralize. As long as that neutralizes up, all the buffs that he gets are going to be converted like into shocks instead. There, I had the falter on me for a second, but then we go right back into it, get the neutralize refreshed, and all those buff faileds just turn into incinerate damage, and down goes Wiccan. Now, Sersi on Conflictor. Now, I think I've done this fight before with Apocalypse, but here we go for Wiccan. We use the Magneto House of X pre-fight. The thing that I didn't take into consideration was that I didn't really want to throw a special 2. The special, I wanted to stick with special 1s, and unfortunately stuff does not go exactly as planned. So I bait the heavy in order to get the glancing away. I hit into the block a few times, and then I go back. I think I'm going to hit into the block, but she comes in, so I end up getting an intercept, which gives some regen, not exactly what I wanted. Okay, now I go ahead and I realize I get off my special 1, but the issue is that I need her to throw a special 1 here, and she does not. Because she doesn't, after a few times here, I end up getting a parry. The parry gives a power gain for her and puts her to a special 2. At this point, because she's not throwing it, my neutralize is disappearing. So she throws the special 2, and I did not throw. I should have put on an invulnerability boost, and I did not. I get stuck here evading specials against the wall. I get out of the wall with the special 2. The problem is all those shocks are giving power for Conflictor, and it pushes her up to a special 2. I'm at full health. I'm taking a special 3 to the face, and I survive. Okay, I'm gonna survive this, and she doesn't. And she looks like she's got tons of health. This fight is awful. Everything worked horribly here, but I'm gonna go ahead immediately counter with a special 1, and I'm gonna get a bunch of regen. I'm gonna counter with another special 1, a bunch of regen. Okay, and her damage, and then I go. Unfortunately, I end up throwing another special 2 again, which pushes her to a special 3, and I'm just going to throw a special 1 into the block. I actually get a ton of healing from it. I throw another special 1, and I'm just cycling special 1s at this point. I get off another one before she throws that special 3. She's melting. I'm thinking I might clutch this out. I go in to try and hit into the block, and no, I get intercepted. So maybe if I would have held block, I could have baited another special 3 out of her. I probably would have died from it, but I tried. We got her almost down, even with horrible gameplay. It did not go exactly how we wanted. We revive, we go back in, we finish it off. 1 death. I can handle that. It was just disappointing. I would like to go deathless, a few more times this season. Overall, still pretty good record. I think we're something like 75-6 through 7 wars, which is not the worst, not the best, but we're doing pretty well. There I end up getting clapped there, but it's fine. We finish it off. Hope you guys enjoyed it, even with my one mistake. See you in the next time, guys. Bye-bye.